News, New York.
Here, the charity Bernardo's says that tens of thousands of children are forced to sleep on the floor each night as their families can't afford to buy a bed. A survey for the charity found that 6%, or more than 1 in 20 children in Britain, did not have a bed in the past 12 months, while 9%, or almost 1 in 10, had been forced to share a bed with another family member. Our social affairs correspondent Michael Buchanan reports.
We had the mattress there, and then we had the chair there because some nights I'd sleep on the chair, and this is what the mattress was on. So it was very cold.
For 3 months last winter, 16-year-old Ash slept on a mattress in this room with her 9-year-old sister, while her mum slept on the sofa.
You've got a sore back, you've got a sore neck. You can't really move much for night time because the second you move, you've lost all your heat. But also, mentally, it's draining because you're not getting the proper sleep that you need.
The family couldn't afford to heat their home, so gathered in the one room to keep warm. Ash's bed had broken years earlier, so had long slept on a mattress.
Your sleep is very, it's a very important part of your life because without it, you don't have the energy to do anything. You get to the point where you're just miserable, You can't be happy if there's nothing to be happy about.
How are we doing, Mark? Is it these two that we're getting in?
At this charity in Leeds, they've distributed almost 5,500 children's beds since they were set up 5 years ago. Most referrals come from schools. 2,500 beds have been handed out in the past year alone, as cost of living pressures stretch family finances.
We will provide beds in increasing numbers to provide that immediate support for the families and the children that need that. We'll also provide the wraparound support for families as well, because the next time they need a bed, we want their progression to be at a point where they don't need us. We are not a charity that wants to be here, and we don't believe anybody in society actually wants charities like us to be here. Hi, we're here from Zara. We've got your beds for you.
The charity supports calls from Bernardo's for benefits to be both raised and changed so that families have more money to buy essentials.
Bed poverty is one illustration, I think, of child poverty. Families are having to make very, very difficult choices between heating and eating. They are just about managing, and there is no money for non-essential provisions within the home.
Ministers say they're providing households with record financial support, but for Ash, a new bed from Bernardo's was the most welcome help.
It definitely makes a huge impact, not only of how you sleep, but how you feel in the morning. Because I can wake up in the morning and I'm not immediately in a bad mood because I'm warm and I'm comfortable.
Michael Buchanan, BBC News.
Next week, voters go to the polls in an important by-election in Rutherglen and Hamilton West. They'll be voting to replace the former Scottish National Party MP Margaret Ferrier, who was removed by her constituents after she broke COVID lockdown rules in 2020. The Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, went there today, hoping his party can win it back from the SNP. Our political editor, Chris Mason, reports.
This contest, not far from the centre of Glasgow, is an illustration of a crucial tussle come the next general election. Yes, there are lots of candidates standing here, but all of the focus is on the battle between Labour and the Scottish National Party. Are Labour reviving in races for Westminster seats in Scotland? The contest has come about after the former MP, who was elected on an SNP ticket, acknowledged that she had broken the COVID rules by getting on a train from London to Glasgow when she had COVID and when she knew she had COVID. She's pleaded guilty to that, but what's done for her politically is what is known as a recall petition, the first one in Scotland, with folk here demanding a by-election.
I was adhering to the COVID rules. Me and my partner couldn't see his dying grandmother. And they're like breaking rules. It's kind of like a slap in the face.
To be honest, I'd be more than happy if Margaret Ferrier had stood again. In her circumstances, I would probably have done the same thing. I'd have wanted to bolt for home.